let's go, it says. Indeed. The screen did say, let's go. Yeah, I give people a moment to be like, oh, it's starting. I got to get into front of my screen. So, well, welcome everybody. Welcome. Glad to see you here. We are on the Treebeard server today and doing some festival. This is the last week of the Yule Festival. So if you still have Yule Festival to go, it is the time. Get yourself out there. Yes. Sorry, I've got some kin chat going on and it's making me laugh. All right, so I am on one of my other characters. So on this server, on Treebeard, it is a legendary server, and every class on Treebeard and on Shadowfax, if you run at like a hard difficulty or harder or higher, there's a quest you can get. And if you run at deadly or higher, there's another quest you can get. It gives you a title. Let's see, it's under class race up. Is it race and social maybe? Oh, this one, she is not she hasn't made to level 50 yet, so they'll both be here. Never mind, here we go. So Apprentice of Shields. I'm currently running through this character and she is a Guardian. So Monstein is a Guardian, which I don't know how to play. Just throwing that out there right now. Apprentice of Shields. So if I get to 50th level or harder difficulty with a Guardian, such as this Guardian right here in front of you, then I will earn the title Apprentice of Shields. And it's an account-wide title, so all of my characters everywhere on every server will have that title available to them. Yes, I would probably get hit a lot. So now there's also Disciple of Shields, which I can earn, and that's if I play through 50th level playing on deadly difficulty or higher. So I have set her up at deadly difficulty because I want all the titles, because I just think that's fun. So what I've done on Treebeard is I have one of every single class. I have a Guardian and a Minstrel and, well, 2 hunters technically, and a Burglar and a Lore Master and Runekeeper. Like I have one of everybody. And I'm working on getting all of them up to level 50. Now most of them have done a lot of farming because, yes, yes, Little Redhead's had super secret guide to leveling, do all the festivals. So it's been a mix of that. It's been, they have earned their experience, those characters that I'm not like out playing on landscape, such as Monstein here. They have earned their experience through either farming, like literally farming, like planting seeds and pulling them back out, in order to get a bunch of materials for my scholar, because I like making dyes and stuff, or festivals, because festivals do give experience. So that's what we're doing. And so Monstein here, she needs to do the festivals day. She hasn't done the festival yet today. So I thought what we could do is so we're partway through the festival, right? We're into the last week of it. And so there's a lot of things that many people have already done in the festival at this point. So my thinking was we could kind of go in at this point and show you what it's like, having already done the that one quest that comes up where you have to decide, if you're going to help the poor or support the rich people. You have to, make that choice. We've already done that, so we're already past that. So that's not a quest that we could pick up and complete towards our 10 quests for the day, for example. So I'm going to show you where we start. So we are here in the neighborhood, and I've already picked up the ingredient crates because that is one of the things that I do as part of my routine. What these do is they give you universal crafting ingredients that you can use, and I have a whole bunch of them. Actually, let me see, how much do I have? Because I check in here almost every day with every character, so I have like almost 9,500 of them. I'm pretty well set. So if I don't hit it every day these days, I'm not too worried about it. But why is that important? So let's say I wanted to make a jeweler item, and I want to do like, let's say something nice and big, like I don't know, like, a silver ring. I want to make an ancient silver ring, but I don't want to spend the 2 silver ingots for it. Or aren't there normally things that have, you know, a lot of times you'll have like a tailor. I remember tailor things. You have like 4 different ingredients you have to do. And maybe I don't want to do that, right? So I don't want to spend my silver ingots on that. So I could use these universal ingredient packs. I just check that little box there. And it says, okay, it's going to take 1 out of the many that you have. Now, items crafted with ingredient packs are bound to your account. So it would only be a good idea if I was making this for myself or one of my other characters. Looks like that might not be a bad idea for me to make some stuff for myself at some point. I'm still wearing my starter level stuff. That's hilarious. Okay, anyway, all right, so I've already picked up those crates. The other thing I like to do is to go talk to our good friend, Wenda, over here on the other side of the fence. So we are going to stop and say hi to Wenda and get our VIP rewards. So the way this works is she gives you a quest, you accept it, and then you talk to her again right away, and you finish that quest. It's the same process. You do the same process if you are picking up the difficulty quest. You pick it up, you know, you pick the one that you want, you pick that up from him, and then you turn it right back into him right away. So make sure you don't miss that step. I think a few people have missed the step of turning it back in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to nom the subscribers jug. It lasts, has a duration of 2 days, so 48 hours. I'm currently on the previous subscribers jug. I have 3 hours and 40 minutes left of the one that I did previously, so like almost 2 days ago. So we're gonna go ahead and nom that jug. All right, this is all my crafting, because she is a gilded cook and jeweler. So I have everything lined out in the order that she needs for that stuff. I know I don't have to do it that way, it's just silly. But I like doing it that way, because then I know if I'm missing something, because she doesn't do anything but jewelry, cooking, farming, well, cooking, and then festival. That's what she does. And that's partly why she's not level 50, because she doesn't have any farming. She doesn't do farming. Okay, so everybody's gonna keep an eye on me today. Yeah, I went and got vaccinated today, so we're just wanting to make sure I'm like, I got my booster. I got my vaccination booster today. So gotta make sure I'm not all wacky. Okay, so we are going to make our way to the festival grounds, which is Winterhome. And Winterhome, you cannot ride there directly from like landscape. You can get there. Now there are festival horses that you can get to. You can use from Bree, Kellendim, Thorns Hall, and who am I missing? Mickledelving. But if I'm in the neighborhood like I am right here, now those are free, which is nice. I like those. But I could just go ahead and from right here travel directly to Winterhome. It'll cost me a silver for the, for that, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna pay our silver, get ourselves over there. All right. I need a haircut too. Sorry, my hair's driving me crazy. All right, here we go. So we have arrived. I happen to have set foot here earlier, so there's an auto-bestowed quest that pops up that's like the daily festival one that, there it is, right there. Participate in a Yule Festival activity in Frostbluff. So that one already popped up and I already said, yeah, sure. So that is the one thing that you're not seeing happen on stream. Da, da, da. But the rest of it we'll do together. So we're gonna talk to Mara Sandydowns, get in the spirit of Yule. That's our wrapper to go do 10 things. One of those 10 things we're gonna do is we're gonna go do the snow beasts. Now, I do not do, okay, so if we talk to Kember here again, Kember Butt, as I call him in my head, the final act, we've already done that. So there's no quests that we can pick up and complete for that. So we don't get any counting on that. There's 2 quests that involve these folks that are, homeless and jobless on the side there, the hungry beggar. So the moving them off, where you go over and you tell them off, like that person just did, or go and give them a coin. And that's from somebody down in the workers' hallway. So those are the 2 things that interact with those people. And at this point in the festival, I try to not do either of those. The reason is I don't do the coin giving one because I already did the deed, the hidden deed that comes from that. And so I'm kind of done with that. Also, I'm trying to collect festival tokens at this time because this is a brand new server for us, and so I'm trying to collect as many tokens as I can, right? So I could do that one, but the other reason why I don't do that is because so many people now are in that same position where they've already done the giving them the money quests, and so now they're sending them off because they don't have to, it doesn't cost any coins that way. They get coins from Kimber, doesn't cost them coins. So see, right there, we just saw another person sending them off. So it's kind of a pain to coordinate getting to the person, whether you're giving them a coin or sending them off. So I choose to just sidestep that thing completely and try to avoid it. Okay, so those two are not part of the 10 that I do. Okay, Ona K here is one of the 10 that I try to do. So I check with her right away. She's not ready for me. Oh, that reminds me though, I wanted to get something out of my inventory. So before we get any further down the road here, I'm gonna open up my inventory. And Ona K is up, sweet. I'll pick that up here in just a moment. I wanna grab this large crafting carryall. And I wanna grab the Fateful Tool Kit. So the Fateful Tool Kit is a new item, came with Gundabad, with the largest pack. And down there at the bottom, it says it grants bonus festival and landscape wallet barter tokens when equipped. So I'm going to equip that little darling. Hopefully. Getting a little slowness over on my side. Let me go ahead and pick up this quest from Ona before it goes away. Okay, so let's get the Fateful Toolkit on. There we go. So now, anytime I complete a quest for the festival that awards me festival tokens, I'm gonna get a bonus one. Or bonus 2, depending if it's over 10. It rounds up you get an extra 1 for every 5 or 10, and it rounds up. It's pretty neat. Okay, so while we're waiting for Ona, we could stand here at the tables, but we know we're more than a minute away because she hasn't said 1 minute yet. So while we're waiting, we're gonna run down the hallway. I'm gonna go talk to Daily Utterage because he does have the cold weather quest, and I wanna pick that up. So we're not doing Charitable Spirit. We've done Charitable Spirit. We gave lots of money. Hopefully that helped. Okay, now we're gonna go to Gareth Rust and we're gonna make some mischief because the mayor is still annoying. So we got those two. All right, oops. Go back to Ona. She's still not ready for us to start, so that's okay. We'll come back. This is gonna be a trick. So what I do is I pop down the stairs. I go ahead and I grab some of these quests. Now, Mabel, these two always have 2 quests, right? Stuffing the Stuffed. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Where you gotta go a lot of places and grab a bunch of stuff, and the Unwitting Firewood. So we're gonna pick that up. Now if we talk to Basil over here, he only has 1 quest, notice, because you cannot have the eating challenge and the cleaning up quest at the same time. But that's okay, because I don't wanna do the cleaning up, I wanna do the eating challenge. Oops. Whee! All right, so now she's probably, I haven't been watching the area. I have I pull off a bunch of tabs. Here, let me show you real quick. So in my, on my chat tabs here, so I've still got the general tab, which has like what's happening, like, you know, the quests I picked up and whatnot. So I've got a full tab that's just world. I've got one that's just for kinship, fellowships, and raids. I've got one for area, and that's where Ona K is talking to me. Then I've got one for the instant messages like normal. We've got one for combat and one for looking for fellowship and trade. So I end up with, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs that I like to have. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start eating. And I'm gonna eat 4 things, and I really don't care what they are at this first table. Because the 5th thing I want is that mystery drink right there. So after I'm done chomping this pie, I'm at 4, so let's see what happens. So we'll look at my effects up here. Oh, it was bad. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk to Ona yet. I am not ready to proceed to the next table. But I've picked up the quest down the hallway. I've picked up the quest at the bottom of the stairs. I've got the snow beasts from Kimber. So the only thing I don't have, notice how slow I'm walking. Ooh, I have such a heavy belly. The only thing I don't have is the building a snowman. Yours worked? Are you gonna go do it? No, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. So here's what I do is I am now going to go and do I'm going to go make my circuit around and do like grabbing the mushrooms and talking to the snow beasts and all of those things that I need to do out in the fields while I am waiting for these effects to wear off. Then when I come back, I'll talk to Ona and I'll go to the next table. So then I'm ready. So I'll have completed everything I need to do outside of town. When I come back to her, I'll do everything I need to do inside of town and I'm done. All right, so while we're, oops, I got myself in the wrong place here. I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm just gonna leave town this way. I'm gonna go to the snowball field, or to the snowman field. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but it is December 30th. And so people are starting to play with fireworks out there. So there's like a little pop, pop, pop happening outside. It's really funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Virgil, accept his quest. I'm gonna say, yes, I would like to build your broken snowman, and accept that. So now I have picked up every quest I'm going to do with the exception of 2. I'm gonna do the cleaning the tables, and that will make 9. So I'm sitting at 9 quests that I'm gonna be able to do and complete. So I just need a 10th one. And that is where the potluck kind of comes in. So for example, Snowball Field, if there's people here, that's one you can knock out, if possible. Okay, so while we're out here, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the chickens, pick up the eggs. So what I'm doing is I'm making a circle. So I'm going here to pick up the eggs that she wants for the stuffing the stuffed. There's 5 eggs you gotta grab there. Then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna collect the firewood. Then we're gonna come down to the lake and we're gonna do the getting rid of the chill for the people down there, and also start picking up the winter berries because they're in that area. We finish picking up the winter berries, we come up into the forest above, and that's where we're gonna find the snow beasts. So we finish up with the snow beasts, we go over to the mushroom hut, pick up the mushrooms, and then aside from finishing our snowman, we're done out here. So I have picked up 5 eggs, yep. Would you like to join me? Oh, you're at the last table? Last table. Okay. So I'm going to wait a smidge and run with Affodil because it'll make it easier to hit things. As a guard, I'm still trying to figure out how to do things. Now I do have, it looks like I have a bow and arrow skill, so that hasn't been too bad. And I have a forester, so I just made like a handful of bows and kind of handed them out to my characters, so at least I'm not in a bad way. Look, you can see I've still got these effects on me. Look at how I'm walking. I'm like, oh, I'm so full. Oh, somebody else is out here. Look at that. They're beating up on those trees. Oh, nice. So back at the tables, here, I'll tell you in a second. I decided I wanted hot chocolate today. Funny thing is apparently we don't have any hot chocolate packets. I thought we still did. So I was like, well, I'll just make it up. So I put in like a very, very, very generous heaping spoon of sugar, like a spoon and a half of sugar. And then I got like a spoon, like a nice big spoon of cocoa, because I have some cocoa powder, because I keep thinking I'm gonna bake. And then I poured in some hot water and kind of got it all to melt. And then I poured in some milk, and then it was too cold, so then I poured in some more hot water, and then it was still too cold, so I put it in the microwave. So there you go. There's the full story. All right, I'm just gonna follow Affodil around. She's a minstrel, so she just goes around and yells at things and they fall over. I'm at 5 at the moment. I expect you are also. Okay. I'm at 6. I yelled at something, or I hit something. Now we're at 7. Aw, he stunned me. Okay, I'm good with firewood. I'm also being attacked, apparently. Let's see if I can mount up. Okay, good, I can. Oh my gosh, Affodil got, oh, I didn't get mounted, hold up. Look at that, Affodil got a Yule gift today. She got the, one of those stick ponies, the hobby horse. Isn't that so cute? Oh well, we'll show you, we'll take a closer look in a bit. It's pretty cute. Okay, so, oh, awesome. So we have discounts this week. Oh, I'm gonna grab some winter berries. There's some winter berries over here. Let's see. We've got deep discounts every week. Oh yeah. So this month, so during December, what they've been doing is every week, SSG is doing a different, like, Uber sale. So, like the carry-alls, the crafting carry-alls that are usually in the store for like 2,000 LOTRO points for the big one, they are half price. Half price. That never happens. You never see them on sale like that. So we got a bunch. So that was pretty exciting. And then last week they had housing writs were on sale. Those are good for buying premium housing, which we have new premium housing coming up in well, probably in the first quarter sometime. It's going to be dwarven housing in Erebor. It looks very green and glowy. It's kind of Wizard of Oz kind of look. So anyway, so that's coming up probably in the first quarter. So getting a bunch of housing writs in preparation for that is not a bad thing. Hang on, I'm not clicked on him. Am I clicked on him? I am clicked on him now. Okay, ready? All right, cheer. 1, 2, 3. All right, awesome. I have cheered 3 times. You have some chocolate on a stick that you stir into hot milk. Very nice. That does sound really nice. Yeah, nice. Jules, I like that idea. Oops, I'm following the snow beast. No, I'm following you. Well, it says I'm following you. I would disagree. I'm following the snow beast. Hmm? Hmm? All right, now I'm following you. Awesome. Yeah, my hot chocolate's already cold again. I'm not. Yeah, I didn't heat it up too much though. I was worried I'd make it too hot for me and like burn my tongue, and you know nobody wants to watch that on stream. Well, maybe somebody does, but I didn't want to do that. That's gonna say that's true. There's something for everybody. I'm sure there's people who would enjoy watching me burn my tongue on stream, but the majority of the watchers would probably not. And most importantly, that's not what I want. Those deed boosts are the 90-minute ones. What deed boosts? Look up. There are deed boosts. Oh, skill and slayer deed boosts. Oh, a stack of 25. Normally 3,000 LOTRO points, and now 750. Wow. The 90-minute ones. Wow. Okay, that's like, wow. Did that just start today? Okay, so that's the new ones for this week. Well, I haven't looked at the new ones. I'm gonna look at the new ones. Yeah, I'm gonna open up the new one. So hang on just a second. We're gonna look at this week's sales while I follow Affodil into town here. Oh, whoops! I took over the closed captioning. Sorry about that. If anybody is watching the closed captioning, my apologies. All right, so let me get off my horse. And let's open this up. Okay, can we be bigger? Maybe I can make it just bigger. All right, so let us pull this up. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, so this is the page as it was put there in the chat, and it's the get deep discounts every week. So you can just come here and take a look. Double bonus LOTRO points are on right now. So this is the final weekend for that. And that's like their normal double bonus point sale, but it's not on all the time. So that's like a really good time to bulk up. That's what I did. I go ahead and got a bunch of them. So select expansions are on discount in the LOTRO market right now. So 75% off standard collectors and ultimate editions of Minas Morgul, 50% off standard collectors and ultimate editions of War of the Three Peaks, now through January 2nd. LOTRO bonus days. We're getting 25% XP through January 2nd, except I don't think we're doing it on Treebeard. I think they just didn't do anything. And select expansion discounts. Oh, that's really funny. That's the same one again. Sure, let me begin. There we go. That should be more readable. Okay, so here's the last one. December 24th through the 30th. Yep, this is the final week of Yule savings. So this week they've got 75% off skill and slayer deed boosts. Wow, 75% off is pretty good. 50% off the plus 5,000 enhanced reputation supplies. 35% off stout axe dwarf. So if you don't have that yet, that's a fun one. And that's through January 6th. And then the regular week sales are 20% off XP boosts, enhanced XP supplies, nice, 100% mark acquisition boosts, virtue acceleration tomes, now through January 6th. And the weekly coupon is a 100% crafting XP coupon code, making it good. That's cute. I was really hoping mithril coins would come on sale, but maybe they're saving that for January. Look at this cute little graphic they did. Oh, I keep forgetting I can put that on my stream. Dude, one of these days I'll remember. So we're thinking that maybe they're gonna take this like as a little slider, and so for the spring festival, they'll just go tick, and it'll be like in that one. Wouldn't that be so cute? And then like tick for the summer one, and then like tick for the fall for Harvest Festival or something. I think that'd be adorable. There we go. Happy Yule. All right, let's put that out of the way. Back to standing here at the oven. We are at the servant's oven and we are getting nothing done. Let's try that again. It didn't know I was talking. Yeah, I know. We were really hoping that carryalls. Now, they might sneak them in, but we'll have to just keep an eye on. Yeah, so we really would like to get a task carryall because we have a lot of task items, task board items that we hang on to and then we use them. And it'd be nice to have that. Oh, so let me show you what I'm doing here. So what I did is, remember how I collected the stuffing the stuffed, and I also collected the quest for building a snowman, and then I also collected the quest for taking for the keg, empty keg crisis or whatever it's called. So I'm here at the ovens, and I'm able to do something for every one of those quests. So I just baked the bread for the stuffing the stuffed. I just picked up the coal for the eyes for the snowman, and then I can pick up the keg. Oh, did I not pick up the keg? What's this? Oh, you just did it. It probably counted. Sweet. It's totally fine. So what I normally do when I'm not playing in a fellowship is and then I pick up the keg and I go do the empty keg thing and I drop that off. Ta-da! So yeah, you get on autopilot because you're just like, you know, boom, da-da-boom, da-da-boom, right? So funny thing is Affodil, who was just here, because we're in a fellowship, went ahead and just did that exact thing. Did the thing, did the thing, did the thing. And then because we're in a fellowship though, it counted for me. So I don't even have to go and do the keg. All right, so you'll notice my effects have worn off by now. Like they're well gone by now. So it's possible that another round of the the food challenge is going on. So what I do is I kind of like get a little look down there and like, is that person eating or are they cleaning? They are cleaning. Okay, so I'm not in competition right now with the food that's there. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Ona. And we're gonna hit the biggest, so now, she's like, well, I imagine you're fuller now than when you started. Now it's time for the second phase. I hope you have plenty of room left. And I do, because I ran around and did some errands. And then I ran into a light post. So lots of room in my belly. Okay, so now we're here at the second tables. So ideally you get mushrooms and berries because those are like the best two. Like there's some berries. Let me see if I can get over there. And then there's some mushrooms. So you do 5 things at each table. Now, if you run out of mushrooms and berries, eggs are the next best. And then pies. Looks like we just got a lot of pies and breads now. Breads are the worst. You don't want to do breads. All right, but this is number 5. It's okay. All right, so here we go. Empty keg emergency things. All right, so I mount up. I don't know if you noticed that. And then I talk to the guy. Now you're on a timer, so you gotta keep an eye on things. But, oh my gosh, cannot get off my horse. My poor little pony. Likes me too much. Come on, eat. Eat, little hobbit, eat. There we go. I keep getting caught in the corner back there, so I'm like a little careful, a little nervous. Oh no, the food disappeared. Sometimes that happens, like it times out. The table resets, so you gotta start over, but it takes precious seconds from your time. Now, if there was a drink here, it would be about where those mushrooms are. So that would be nice, but no drink, but so many berries. Berries are good, we like berries. Eat the berries. Okay, that's 5. So notice I will mount up, and then while I'm talking to the guy,
Greetings, friend.
I'm fully mounted, and now I go to the next table. And my timer your timer starts as soon as you turn in the other one. So you gotta get moving pretty quick. So notice I'm already at like 53 seconds. So I got some mushrooms, got some berries. Looks like we don't have any more mushrooms or berries, so we're gonna eat some eggs. Sorry, I'm clicking badly here. I even have post-processing turned off and I'm still clicking badly. And then we're gonna eat some berries. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Okay, so there I've eaten my 5 things at this table. And we're gonna talk to Nora. Hey, Nora. And we finished that, and now we ride down whee, to the last table. So this is where usually it catches you because there's often only breads and pies left here, which makes it really terrible, right? Which is really hard. And you have all these effects on you that are like, not only is it minus 1% running speed, minus 3% running speed, minus 5% running speed, but it also seems to affect how quickly you can eat. So, you may be like, at the first table, you're like, okay, I'll do a pie, and it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, done. Now you do a pie here, and it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, hey, I got my stuff. I need to talk to this guy, and I got 25 seconds to do it. Hey, Ian. Ian. Boom. All right. Ooh, yay. If you do that 8 times, where you complete all the way down to this guy, you get this title. So the quest you finish is a monstrous feast. Sorry, the deed you complete is called a monstrous feast, where you complete the biggest stomach of them all 8 times. And if you do that, you get a title, Feast Beast. So it's pretty funny. Pretty silly. Okay, so we are good with that. Okay, we're gonna clear those up. So Mog Nug says, once you got the title for this quest, and then you quit doing it. That's fair. I still do it because, okay, so when you do a festival quest, right, you get, 4 tokens or whatever. So when I go build a snowman, what doesn't it tell me there? Okay, here you go. When I turn in the Cold as Ice to Daily Utterage, he's gonna give me 4 Yule Festival tokens, right? For doing these tables, the first table gives you 1, the second table gives you 2, then 3, then 4, then 4, I think. But that's still significantly more than just the 4. Now, because I'm wearing that Fateful Tool Kit, I'm getting +1 for each one of those. Yeah. So instead I'm getting 2. Let me see. I could actually go into my general chat. So I got 5 and 5. Oh, that's you. 3 and I think it's 3, 2, or sorry, 2, 3, 4. Just 2 at the first one with the toolkit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I think it is that you get. So still, it's a pretty amazing deal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn in the empty keg emergency to him. But we'll go ahead and then pick up the tidying up because we've already done the eating challenge with Onike. So now we can switch over and we can turn these 2 in also. So we're making progress on all of that. Now we go and start cleaning up the tables that we were just eating at. So that's why I still do that also, because it's an easy one, because you just have to catch her at the right time. It's not like the theater where you've got to make sure there's other people in there. It's not like the snowball field where you got to catch when there's other people in there, right? It's like you can do it on your own, and I like having the agency to be able to do my stuff. It's like, yes, I know, in building a snowman, right, Pink Katie? Building a snowman, like, why not? You go out there and you start singing. Yeah, I'm not at the point where I'm ready to not go and earn all those tokens, because that's just pretty neato. I don't necessarily want to be on stage, but I could. Is there enough people in there to do it? Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna finish cleaning up these tables, and it sounds like the play is gonna start in a minute, and I'm hearing that there are 3 people in the theater. So the theater, just for those of you who aren't familiar with how that works, is it's kind of like a timed thing, like it's on rails in a way. So the curtain will open, and one of the hobbits who works in the theater will come out, and they'll be like, hey, it's 3 minutes until the show starts. Oh no. Okay, I'll hurry up in there then. And then it'll be like 2 minutes until the play starts, and then it's 1 minute until the play starts. And when it hits that last, after the 1 minute, then if there are 3 or more people in the audience, it will grab 3 of them and slurp them up and take them backstage. Okay, and it just did that. It's fantastic. So I don't need to get in there quite yet. So now they're backstage, and they've got like about 2 minutes, I think it is, before it actually starts, maybe 1 minute. So you've got time to, so what you do is when you're a character that's on stage, you'll end up with a little thing over your head, and it indicates which character in the play you are. There's the protagonist, who is Bilbo Baggins, there's the villain, who is Gandalf, and then there's the extra, which is like a party goer. And so it's this cute little play based around Bilbo disappearing and having his big 111th birthday, along with Frodo's 44th birthday. So it's cute. It's very cute. Or was it 33rd birthday? 33rd, 111th. There we go. Yes, the Globe would like to remind you that all ticket sales are final. So these are these cute little things that the hobbits that are in there are saying during the thing. So ideally for me, okay, so I'm going to pick up the quest. Ideally for me, I would come in at the very end of it, because then you get credit for it. So in fact, I'm going to still pause since I know the theater is starting. In order to get credit for attending a performance, you have to be in the theater when it ends, and then there's kind of like a little 30 seconds when it catches up, and then it'll say that you've attended a performance. So you'll have to make sure that you don't leave, because I did that the other day. I was in there, I watched a whole performance, and then I just like wasn't thinking, and I walked right out the door, and it didn't count. So I had to go back in and do it all over again. It's like a 10-minute cycle. So I was kind of annoyed. Okay, so the people that are coming to be on stage will be on stage in about 5 seconds. So if you haven't seen the play, it's really cute. You should go in and watch it. I think it's great. What? You're not on stage. Oh, the Hobbit said 1 minute and he's not on stage yet. That's funny. It's been more than a minute. Oh no. Yeah, it's so cute. What makes this the best MMO available to play? Because of the Hobbits. So there you go. There's your answer. I don't know, Pink Katie, what do you think? Why do you think this is the best MMO available to play? I really enjoy it. I mean, best is so subjective, right? I'm not into like first-person shooters. So I do like the kind of, I don't know, like I like there's a little bit of magic in this world, but there's also a little bit of not magic as well. Like people are running around on horses, not dragons. You know, they're hitting you with like the burglars are using daggers, not, I don't know, magic missiles. Although, I mean, you've got the who am I thinking of? The Rune Keepers. They're kind of a magic user, so that is kind of cool, actually. They're as close to maybe Gandalf that you might get. Okay, so we're gonna turn that in. We've done that already. Because of the wonderful storytelling, you say? Yeah. The developers have done a lot of due diligence in the storytelling and in the world setting that they have done. Okay, so I'll show you all what's going on in here in case you haven't done this before. So I'm in the theater now. The play has already started. And you have the NPCs on stage are like running you through it. So they're like, there's an evil dwarf there and he's like, oh, what evil plan do you have up your sleeve, Gandalf? And so you'll see that this person over here is the, here, I'm gonna tooltip them. Make it easier for me to click on them. Oh, that's not the person. That's not the villain. The villain is over here. All right, so he did a bad emote for his position. So we get to hit him with rotten fruit. All right, so let me move this one, probably middle. No, looks like she's the, so they have a little thing under their thing, you can tell. It says protagonist. Okay, so Stefani here is the protagonist. They're the Bilbo. The Rondo here is our villain. So they're Gandalf. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm moving these little tooltips to where they are on the stage, sort of, like where the stuff happens on stage. Okay, Stefani did the right thing for their thing, so I get to throw flower petals at them. Here, let me pull up the thing. So the narrator is like, food, drink, and music were all in plenty, although some were getting suspicious of some of the more nefarious guests. So you think, oh, we're going back to the Gandalf character. But it's a misdirect. The party goer, who's one of the NPCs there, says, I must say I've never had so much fun in my life. Oh, well, who invited the sour-looking dwarf? And you think, oh, it's going back to Gandalf again. But no, it's a misdirect. It's like, well, how are you enjoying the play or party? And so in this case, Affadil, who is playing the partygoer, launched into a violent tantrum towards the audience. So that was not, the appropriate response. So we get to throw rotten fruit at her. So it's really funny because it's like there are some people in Middle-earth, in Lord of the Rings, who think that Gandalf is a bad influence, and they think he's got some nefarious things going on. There's rumors that Bilbo has like a ton of treasure, like this fortune, and so it's really quite funny that they incorporate some of that silly stuff that's kind of on the sidelines in the stories, and they create this little play from that perspective. It's kind of like, you see that in a lot of different things, right? Like if you ever watch like Avatar: The Last Airbender, at one point they see a play, well, they see a couple plays actually, of them, and it's very different than the characters as to who they really are. And you're like, what? They're like, what? I'm not like that. Or, oh yeah, I'm totally buff like that. And they're like, no, you're not. So it's fantastic to see in-world a take on some of the other in-world opinions. Okay, so Stefani did something good. They clap. Oh no, we get flower petals. There we go. Am I getting close to finishing flower petals? Let me check on this. I get to throw at Affadil. It popped up on the screen. Let's see. Oh, cool, I'm almost done with flower petals. Yay. I try to buy just as many exactly as I need when I'm getting close to the end, because there's deeds with this. Okay, so back to Stefani. Okay, so there's another rotten fruit. Cool, I need to do 6 more rotten fruit, I think, and 1 more flower petal. To do all the deeds, you just need to buy 40 of each, says before. Now we have Bag End all to ourselves, isn't that right? Gandalf. So normally the villain would stand over here, and the Bilbo stands kind of over here, and the partygoer kind of stands in the middle. So that's why I stick these in those kind of locations, because I kind of anticipate that they're going to do that. And even if they don't, then I know still which one is which. I know on my screen, the one that's here is Bilbo, the one that's here is the extra, and the one that's over on this end is the Gandalf villain. I appreciate how 2 of you have put your play positions on your as your titles for the moment. That's very cute. So the ones that cost money in the theater, not the Yule tokens outside the theater.
Don't spend Yule tokens for this.
Yeah. Well, you have to buy. Oh yeah, not Yule tokens, right? You have to. So you talk to this person right here. Well, there's a couple of them, but here's this one. Is the easiest one I go. So you do the browse the shop, the top one, and that's where, oh look, I attended a performance. I can go out and turn that in. So here you buy them for 4 copper each. And those you can only use inside the theater. Now, when you finish, there's 3 levels of that deed, and each time you finish a level of that deed, you get flower petals or rotten fruit that you can throw outside the theater. So that one's kind of funny. Yeah, you can buy, there's some others that you can barter for with the coins, with the festival tokens, but you can't even use those inside the theater. Okay, so that was cool. We got the theater done. So that should give us 10. Let's double check. All right, so we turn that in. Yep, thank you very much. Okay, so I need to build a snowman. Sure, I'll come do that. Whee! All right, I'll follow you out to the snowball field. So I've got the coal, but I need to pick up some sticks. I did that. Now I gotta go find a snow pile. All right, so I've built a snowman, and now I just need to go and tell our man Virgil. Now, each one of these snowmen, there's one snow pile that if you build that specific snowman there, it will turn it into a giant version. So the broken snowman giant pile is, I think, that one down there. I forget which one, but one of the other ones, maybe the cap wearing one is like maybe there. So it's really fun, and when you find them, that you end up like this little teeny hobbit next to this huge snowman. It's awesome. Okay, so I've turned that in. Excuse me. So now let's see. I need to go back to Gareth Rust and let him know that I pilfered some coins. So, whoops, I'm gonna run into a wall. That seems like the thing to do. I'm on my own to get up these stairs. Okay. And, oh my goodness, sorry about that, y'all. Crazy hobbit driving. Right, thanks. Okay, so I'm going to talk to Gareth over here, and we're going to turn that in.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're going to finish that. Thank you very much. So what am I missing? Oh, I think I haven't told Camberbutt that I went and scared away some beasts. Indeed. There we go. There's our last guy. So, Abominable Snow Beast, we sent them off. Well, not really. All right. We cheered them up. And, all right, so the Festival Daily, she gives us a little sack of presents, and it could have all sorts of stuff in it. So, let's see. In this case, where's my little sack of presents? It's down here. She gave me 2 turtle doves and 6 Yule tokens. Woohoo, that ain't bad. All right, and then we turn in our 10, and bum bum bum, finish now. We have finished. So now I have done, in the final festive flurry, 1 out of 4. So in 3 days, which I really got to keep on it because there's only, after today, there's only 4 days of festival left. So you got to keep moving because there's the 31st, and then the 1st of January, the 2nd, and the 3rd. And January 3rd is the very last full day of the festival. It ends at 3 o'clock on the 4th. So if you've still got festival to do not dawdle. All right, so if I can manage to get 3 more days in with her, then I will earn 600 figments of splendor and some virtue experience and some other goodies. And then that will also finish this one, which will be another 500 figments of splendor, annual tokens, and another crafting ingredient. So, like, it's worth it if you can get it done. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and do that. So I wanted to, show you kind of, that's how at this point in the festival, those are the ones that I do. Now, if I'm having trouble getting anybody to do stuff in the theater with me, if I'm having trouble doing the snowball field, things like that, then I will often go and do a horse race. Here, while we're talking, I'm gonna put a couple things back in my inventory. So I'm gonna put the Fateful Tool Kit back in, and I'm gonna put this large crafting carryall back into my shared storage, because I'm gonna pull that out on my other characters. I've been doing that. I've been putting the Fateful Tool Kit on everybody as they go through the festival. That way I'm getting the bonus tokens on everybody. So if you need a horse race, one thing you can do is talk to the stable master that is right here at the front, and show me your travel destinations. And you can just go to Westbury, go to the Bree Festival grounds, which is right there. The horse is right there. Go do a horse race. Come back to the festival. Come back to the stable master. The festival stable master can bring you right back here. So it's not like super quick, but if you can, but it is pretty quick. And if you are successful at doing the horse race on a general basis, then it's worth it, All right, I'll switch over to, not Adamantia, to Rosenbloom, and we can do stuff. We could do top level stuff. So yeah, I have 12 characters on this server. Because I wanted to make sure I had one of everybody. So it's pretty funny. Yeah, so let's see. So yeah, so those are the 10 that I do. I kind of do those 9 that you can do in town without having to wait on anybody. And then I'll pick a 10th one depending on whether there's people active in the theater or, you know, is somebody doing a snowball fight, things like that. So I kind of bop back in and out like that. Yes, there's only 11 classes, but I have 2 hunters on the server. Yes, I have a high elf hunter and I have a hobbit hunter because hobbits are really fun to play. Hunters are my favorite class to play. So playing a hobbit hunter is generally my first choice. But high elf hunter is also then I get to play hunter. And high elves, like they have the tumble, which is really cool, and they have the dance 3, which is really cool. And like the whistle they do to get on a horse is really cool. Yeah, so they have some cool features. So I like playing a high elf sometimes too. So all the characters I have on this server now are either hobbits or high elves with, I do have one stout axe dwarf. So they're all females. And then I decided I wanted to make a minstrel and I hadn't gotten around to it. And I kept meaning to. So I was like, oh, well, let me knock that out. And I realized I was going to do it as a hobbit. It was either going to be a hobbit or a high elf. And I was like, I'll just do a hobbit. And then I was like, well, I've never had a male hobbit character. So I made a male hobbit minstrel. So that's been really weird. Because, yeah. And it's so funny because they cheer differently. So like the hobbit females, they're like, you know, hee hee hee. And the hobbit male is like, ho ho ho. And it's just like, what? Where did that come from? All right, so let me check in with the window here. All right, so what do we want to do? My inventory's a mess. Don't look. Don't look at my inventory. Oh yeah, we can do a mission. So let me pop over to the festival. I'm not sure if I picked it up yet. All right, so I'm gonna pop over to the festival, and we just did that earlier, where we use our far-ranging stable master here in the neighborhood. We're gonna go to Winterhome, pay our silver for it. That's okay. I bet with all the quests that we do, they give us at least a silver to get back. So, Hobbit minis get 2 flops, of which you always forget to use. What do you mean, like a flop? Like emotes and stuff? Because they got cute emotes too. I like the Hobbit flip. Is that what you mean? The Hobbit flip is so cute. Hang on, I'll do a Hobbit flip because it's totally adorable. I'll scoot the camera around so y'all can see the front of her. Okay, here we go. Let me type it in though. Flip. Here she goes. 1, 2, and ta-da! It cracks me up. Hey, Affadil. Long time no see. You're gonna yawn and collapse. Excellent. All right, so I'm gonna go talk to Mara. Now, with Rosenbloom here, I have done the entire festival. I did all 4 of those different pieces. So I no longer have those Uber wrappers. I just have like the daily wrapper that I can pick up. And then also a mission to bring good cheer, I can do that. So, which is basically go do a mission anywhere in the world. So that's what we have been working on because oh, should I go back to the neighborhood? Okay. So we've been doing the missions, and let me send myself right back to where I just was, basically. In the war room of, I get all the dwarf places mixed up. It's so funny. The Hobbit male mock with the raspberry at the end is the best, and it cracks you up every time. Yeah, the Hobbit males, they kind of like do a, you know, it's like, oh my goodness, crack you up. Oh, I see what you're saying, Mary Rose. Mary Rose says if you're low on morale, they can flop to make the enemies not see them for a long time, like the beneath notice kinds of things. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Like the Hobbit silence. You can lay prone in complete silence, causing enemies to ignore you. And then this one, Hobbit stealth. Although untrained, you have a natural ability to move about unseen. Those are chance there is a chance the enemies may detect you, especially when moving in front of them. That might not be the same one as what you're thinking of, but yeah, I really underuse those skills, it has to be said. But because I'm a hunter, I'm usually standing back, and if something happens, I just start running away. Because usually the two of us are usually running around, myself and before, where just like this. There she goes. Still as death. That was still as death, and is that still as death?
One of them was Hobbit Silence.
Oh.
Same thing.
One of those is Hobbit Silence, and one of those was still as death. Okay, so that's not it. Yeah. Oh, I'm not even running fast. Let's do that. Oh, and did I get my things out of the inventory? I don't think I did. Hang on. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter in here, because we have maxed out our tokens.
No, you spent some.
Oh, they'll be maxed out again really fast. All right, so let me grab that, and let me grab my Fateful Tool Kit anyway. So the Fateful Tool Kit is giving bonus Gablaka tokens also.
Do you want to do the special level?
Oh yeah. Okay, so let me talk to Elof here real quick and get the wrapper. So complete March on Gundabad missions for the cause, 4 of those. And that gives us some tokens and some baubles and things. Okay, but we have a special one that we've unlocked, and that is Mission Attack on the Armory. This is through Blaine. It says, for your continued effort, I grant you the rank of Izkaz of the Gablaka. So that's what we've done. We got enough reputation. He said, it's well earned, my friend. There's little time to celebrate, however. I have another important mission for you. Our scouts have discovered the location of the Orcs' main armory outside of Gundabad. It seems to be their main base for the waging of more extensive war in the region, but we fear they may soon move their weapon and armory stockpiles into Gundabad itself, preparing for a siege. We have an opportunity to prevent that from happening. Report to Ozma as soon as you can. Okay. Yeah, Ozma is pretty cool. We'll go talk to her. She's a stout axe dwarf. All right, mission Attack on the Armory. Yeah, tell me about this. She points to an exterior fort near the main gate of Gundabad on this map that I'm standing on. This is Dar Bulku. This fort holds the orcs' main stockpile of weapons and armor. From it, they arm their raiding parties and the guards that defend the gates. They know a battle is coming, however, and have begun to move the stockpile into Gundabad itself. If the two of us sneak past enemy lines and infiltrate that fort before they can move the stockpile, we can destroy it before they even realize what happened. We shouldn't wait too long, or we will miss this chance. We will need the cover of darkness to make it that far. Meet me here tonight. Okay. Oh, good. It's night. Oh, look, it's night. At least in the game. At least in this instance. So what we're doing here is on Treebeard, like there's 2 different things happening here. And I'm going to follow Affodil while we have a chat. So, hi. Oh, there's a summoning horn? Oh, maybe I should check it out. Oh, do I have names off for some reason? No, I did not. I don't know why I can't find that. How odd. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's weird. You can't see it, but you can select it. Alright, so I'm gonna summon my own Ozma, who's gonna give me a quest to do. She hands me another small pouch of small explosives. We blew up some stuff with her last time. She says, if you want to do as much damage as we can, we need to abandon stealth for firepower. Destroy as much of their weapons and armor as you can here before we're caught. Don't worry, I'll get us out of here before we're overrun. Okay, thanks, Ozma. So, okay, yeah, so there's a couple of different things going on. Is on Treebeard itself, we are only in Eregion. So, if I can show you the map of Eregion. I just want to look at Eregion itself. Oh, Eregion. Ah. Okay, so this is the full extent of where we are in the world on Treebeard right now. So, you know, we can go up north to Forkel, we can go, you know, one direction to Erdloom, we can go the other direction over to Eregion, but we can't go into Moria yet. Moria we haven't discovered yet, or we haven't talked to anybody who knows about how to get in there yet. But at some point we are going to get past that. We're going to actually next week. We get into Moria on January 5th. It opens up for us here on Treebeard. And then the story continues. And, you know, if you've read Lord of the Rings or watched the movies, you know that you end up going down to Rohan, where there's the people who ride horses. There's Gondor, where you've got a whole bunch of stuff going on there. There's Mordor, where a lot of the enemy lies. There's Isengard, where a lot of the other enemy lies. So you've got a lot of stuff happening, you know, out in the wider world. And one of the things that's going on is this thing about Gundabad, which is that even on this map? Is it in Rovanian? Somewhere in Rovanian, there's a whole thing with Gundabad. There's Gundabad. So in the Misty Mountains, up in the top corner there, not far from Erebor in the Lonely Mountains, where Smog was, you know, kind of like that same mountain range. Yeah, there's stuff going on, and it's a very dwarf-heavy storyline, and it's kind of a multi-year arc that SSG put together based on, you know, different stuff that's mentioned, like in The Hobbit and in Lord of the Rings, and you know, they were able to pull out some stuff that's alluded to and briefly mentioned in various sources, but then they were able to put together this whole storyline. So you get to go and see what's basically going on is the dwarves are banding together in the different factions to try and take back Gundabad from the enemy, which is like a lot of orcs and goblins and whatnot. So that's what we are participating in here. So what they did, and I kind of lost you for a second there. There we go. They created, at one point they created these things called missions, where you can go and it's like a little storyline taking place within that larger storyline. So this is, you know, the Gundabad warriors that we're trying to, you know, get out of the way. We're trying to destroy their weaponry before they can kind of retreat into Gundabad and have a better sense of protecting that before the dwarves that we're on the side of can, and the rest of the free people can go in and help, you know, retake Gundabad. So that's kind of what we're doing here with these missions. So they're a little out of sequence from, you know, what we're doing on the rest of Treebeard. So it's kind of wild to kind of like move your brain into different places of the history of what's going on. All right, so Ozma says, we are running out of time. There's just too much here to destroy by ourselves, and we've run into a few orcs, but where are the rest? A fort of this size must have more soldiers, even if they are preparing to move. Wait, do you hear that? It says, find the ramp to the second floor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, now my Ozma doesn't want to let me finish. Hang on. I used your Ozma. Okay. You hear some commotion coming from the floor above.
Let's find a way to get upstairs.
So we're gonna go take a look. It's really funny because we often do this together, these missions together, and when you have like an NPC that's your quest giver, that's with you, if you move, they move, and they move so far away that when you click on them and you finish it, they're like too far away. You're like, you were just right next to me. So there's audio happening in the game. All right, hold on. You hear an orc shouting upstairs.
Get back to work.
Get back to work. Stuff like that. All right, what does Ozma say? Do you hear that? That must have been the quartermaster. It sounds like all the missing orcs are upstairs and drunk. Change of plans. I say we sneak upstairs and off the one in charge before the rest of the orcs sober up and realize we've been here destroying their supplies. Without the quartermaster, these orcs won't be organized enough to continue their plans to move everything into Gundabad, and I can send other scouts in to continue the work. Let's move. So we're gonna fly on the stairs. Okay, so hold on a second. We're gonna do some tech support. Somebody's saying the game stream is choppy here, so we're gonna muck about with that. Hang on. Yep, that's not the right button. That one? Okay. What, the overall? Okay. Okay, we're gonna drop the graphics down a bunch. Come on. It still says custom, hold on. Oh, now it says medium. Okay, we'll accept that. Okay, so we'll give that a try. Bazuzo, let me know if that's any better or if it's about the same. Thank you for letting me know. Definitely appreciate that. supposedly we can sneak past these warriors. Aphrodite is very attacky though, so you know, we might try and sneak by. We'll see. Oh, looks like we got by that one. Okay, cool. So you don't have to fight your way through here. You can sneak your way around some of them. Oh yeah, there's a festival frame that you can get once you've done enough quests in the festival. So that's kind of fun. I think, yeah, I have it on my character right now. Are you asking a minstrel to stay quiet? I know, right? It's just not going to happen. Oh, we're blaming Ozma for this one. That's true. Ozma does like to blow up stuff. So, you know, there's a little bit of that. I feel like we keep getting more and more stuff. Are we just waking everybody up now? There we go. All right. We're going to try it again. Oh, Ozma woke up somebody again. That's okay. Maybe we just keep going and then take them all at once. I don't know. We found a ramp. All right, we're going to try the ramp. So it's not really better. It's like your stream's bitrate is too low on your streaming software or something. Well, I'm just using OBS. I don't know if there's a way to improve OBS or tell OBS. I know it's got a big green. It's got the big green square though. That one there. I'm not dropping any frames. I don't know. Do a what? Slash what? Oh. Sorry, we're going to try and get rid of my Ozma so she stops gathering people. Also, I don't know how to fix why the stream is coming up choppy for you. All right, did my pet release? But I'm happy to keep trying things. Here, I can move my... Let me put my stuff down even lower and see if that makes a difference. Put my graphics down lower, really low, and see if that makes a difference. Now, I will say, when you're playing the game, you should play at the highest graphics that you can, though, because they do some beautiful stuff in the game. Oh, Ginger, you're doing all right? Okay, so maybe it's not everybody. See, it's a little choppy for me, which is really funny. But I assume that's just because it's struggling to keep up with everything that I'm doing in front of my face, but that not necessarily it's doing the same thing for all y'all. Sorry, I'm distracted by these warriors hitting me in the face. Sorry, I'm hitting them back in the face. There we go. Oh, Weirwilla is saying Treebeard itself was a bit laggy today. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes, I am asking my computer to do a lot because I'm recording as well as streaming as well as playing. So, maybe it's like me. Like sometimes it's warm and then it's cold and then it's warm and then it's cold. That's just me. Okay, we're snuck by at that one. Oh, we reached the 3rd floor. All right. I wonder if we're supposed to talk to Ozma. Ozma causes problems. That's true. All right, we're going to go and find the quartermaster, and then we'll maybe let Ozma come out and talk to us. And try and stop sneaking on our own. What? We've been seen, it looks like. Wow. There's a lot of things here. They heard you. Yeah, funny that. They heard the minstrel. What? Yeah. That never happened. Ooh, that did some damage on me. Ouch. Alright. Uh-oh. They're hitting me, I think, with poison arrows. Perhaps. I am slight. I just took 2 pots. I'm out of green stuff to take, honey. Excellent. Oh, you know what I didn't do is I didn't some foods before we started, though. Let me do that real quick before we cause any more troubles. Okay. So there we go. Ooh! Yay! A stone troll the first. I'm sorry. Oh, sure. I'm going to do a search. We're going to look for Quartermaster Coglam. Oh, you know what? I looked under beasts. I'll bet he's not a beast. Oh, well. Oops. I'll look again in, 15 seconds or whatever. Oh, we woke up this warrior. Oh, okay. I can put down traps, though. I've not been paying attention to that business. Alright. You know what? I think I want to just shoot this guy. I've been really enjoying Heartseeker. It's a red line hunter thing, and it's so good. Okay, cool. We have completed this mission. So one thing you want to do if you're playing it on duo, because you can only do these solo or duo, is there's a mission reward box there, and you want to make sure you pick that up if you can before you leave, because once you've left, it's too late. All right, Ozma doesn't want to talk to us, so let's talk to the Dwarf Scout. The Dwarf Scout will talk to us. All right, let's return to Anak Corfu. Let's do it. We're out of here. So I'm really interested to know now that the War of the Three Peaks and Gundabad, like all of this is wrapping up, right? All this very, very dwarfy focused storyline is wrapping up. So I'm really curious, like what they're going to do next. Are they going to delve into elf stuff? Are they going to delve into Hobbit stuff? Are they going to go into like all the stuff that Aragorn was doing after the war? Fourth Age stuff and all the kind of tidying up that there was to do, and all the people who had come forward to be a part of Sauron's army or Saruman's armies. And, now that those two are gone, they're left leaderless, but that doesn't mean they're not still interested in causing trouble, right? So, all of the stuff to go and deal with that. Like, are they going to go take it towards that storyline? I don't know. I'm curious to see where they go. Anyway, all right, so she says, we made it back before we were overrun. Great work as always. Gru, report our success to Commander Gloin. Okay. Hey, Gloin. You tell him of your successful attack on the Armory. That sounds rather harrowing. I am impressed. Ozma has proven quite capable as well, but I'm beginning to grow concerned that her plans are too reckless. It would not do to lose either of you. So take some care and temper Ozma's brashness with some caution. Yeah, like dismissing her when she's running into everybody. On it. For now, go and get some rest. I will call upon you again soon. So we finished that. And I believe that finishes our mission to bring good cheer is complete, ready to turn in. So we just need to go back to Mara Sandydowns, who is back in the festival grounds, and turn that in. Thanks, Gundabad. Thanks, Mubat. So Gundabad is now available for purchase on the LOTRO market, and there's a link there. That is how I got the Fateful Tool Kit, and also there was a die carry-all that I'm pretty happy with. So, excuse me. We could do another. Sure. So there's 80 missions between Horin and Ozma here. Oh, who'd you talk to, Horin? Okay. So the pair of them have a bunch of things. So like, for example, Horin right here has these 3 missions today. So I'm gonna pick up Ore is Overflowing. Some abandoned mines, overrun by goblins, but there's ore, so go get it. That's the short version. So because we're doing this as a duo, one person's already gone in, and so I'm catching up. This is normal. This is what we normally do. Occasionally I'm the first one in, but usually I'm the second one in. And already, she's already attacking things. Oh, they attacked you. Right. Of course. Yes. Yes, would love to. Apparently I was still following you. Did not intend to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some valuable ore here for the dwarves because they want that. They want that the good stuff. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So between the pair of them, there's 80 different missions that you can do, and they're chopped up. The 80 are chopped up into like 10 different bundles. So I would guess that would be an average of roughly 8 per day. So if this guy had 3, then I'm wondering if Alizma has 5 today, for example. Yeah, okay. So if you can complete all 80 of those, there's a special deed that completes for you. So we weren't really focusing on it, but now we're kind of like, well, if a deed, if a day comes up and we're like, we have stuff we could do that we haven't done before, maybe we go ahead and do it, because like I said, it comes up every 10 days, and so if you don't get it, on that day, you have to wait till 10 days later for it to come back around, which is not a big deal, but might as well get on it. 10,000 virtue experience to be had, so that's not bad. Oops. Oh, I may have gone a little far there. What was that? Oh, it's in Ravanian? Okay. Here, let's see. Okay. Ravanian, third from the end. Elder Slade. Okay, so let's see, here it is. Missions. The War of the Three Peaks. So this is when the War of the Three Peaks came out, that this mission list came out. So it tells you which ones you've completed and which ones you haven't, yet so far. And when you finish it, you get 30 of those marks. Do you want me to help you with this guy? Okay. You get a cloak and then a hooded version of that cloak. I wonder if it'll let me. Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look. It's very purple. It's very purple and blue. Look at that. Fancy. So yeah, so you get that cloak, you get a hooded version of that cloak. You get a title, 10,000 virtue experience, though. That is the kicker. You know what? We should try and wait to finish it, though. Make sure we don't finish it until we're in Moria. Oh, we're not going to finish it before we're in Moria. What am I even thinking? Because we probably have things that are, all over the place that we haven't finished. Oh my gosh, could you imagine if we saved it for a virtue experience bonus weekend? That would be crazy. I think it varies. Sometimes it's like 5%. Well, we get a 5% right now anyway, don't we? But it's on when we're in here. So when the deadly difficulty, we are, yeah. We're running on deadly difficulty. And so part of our benefit of doing so is we get a 5% bonus on virtue when we earn virtue when we're out in landscape, anywhere where basically it could affect us. If we could be affected by the deadly difficulty, we get the 5% bonus on the virtue. So that's cool, and because we are being affected by it in these missions, we would get that. We would get it if we were in here. So that's pretty wild. I assume we would. But does the war room count? Not sure. Anyway, all right. Oh, he summoned a helper. We're almost done. There we go. Now we just got to go back to find our person, I think. Sometimes they come and they meet you at the end, and sometimes you have to go back to the beginning. So, oh yeah, right. So if you can't find it, if you pull up the map, it'll show you a stable master symbol, and that'll be where your person is. Now, it's not on every, not every single one of them has that though, so. Because we ran into one the other day, we were in landscape and it wasn't there. And, oh my gosh, we ran around for ages trying to find that box. So we lost out on those tokens. But we maxed out on tokens anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, if you complete a landscape slayer deed, that gives you experience, gives you extra virtue experience. If you do that while you're in an instance where you're not getting the bonuses because of the deadly difficulty, then you don't get that bonus virtue, which is kind of too bad. Okay, so we just finished that mission, and I would get 2 Gablaka war marks and 5 motes of enchantment, and I think it's 500, yeah, reputation. Although we did put reputation boosts on because we were like, we kind of wanted to get further on because I want to get all the mounts and pets from them, and I'm not high enough reputation, and so I'm like, I want to be higher reputation with them. Oh, the stream is lagging again, says Doc Parnas. Interesting. Okay, so it sounds like it is lagging for some people, but not for everybody. So that is really interesting. All right, so I went ahead and talked to Elof and got that turned in.
Let's go ahead and put that on LOTRO pick.
Oh, that could be part of it.
Minimize.
You know what? I hadn't realized I left it like that.
And minimize.
Like this?
Yes, fewer windows drawing is good. Minimize this.
Okay. Hold on a moment. Yeah, I know it's not. It's catching up.
And make this as small. And ultimately, you have a lot of things open today.
Yeah, that's. I have a lot of other tabs open today too, so that's it's a bad on me.
Leave that visible.
Okay.
Let's give that a try.
All right, so we're gonna give that a try, and see if that helps. We went ahead and minimized a bunch of windows and see if that'll help.
Currency
So.
capped.
Are you currency capped again? I think I might be. Oh no, maybe not. I think I went and bought a few things.
I don't know about
I bought. What did I buy? I bought a cape. No, I bought some boots or gloves. Oh no, I bought that robe thing. Anyway, no big deal. Cosmetic light cloak is what you got, huh? All right, let's see. Yeah. Sorry about the stream lagging on my side here. It is possibly a little bit of me because I do ask my computer to do a lot. Oh, that item no longer exists. That's funny. But I can still show it to you, so that's fun. So this is the cloak that the Affida went ahead and picked up. Oh, should I be joining you on a mission? Okay. A chill on the Gladdenmere. Okay, it's not there. Let me check with Ozma. So Ozma has, yep, 5 different things today. So I'm guessing if it's an average of 8 per day, that, you know, if one has 4, the other has 4. If one has 3, the other has 5, and so on. I think that's what's going on there. Oh, why didn't I go? Oh, I just accepted it. I haven't actually gone in. And done. So, and each of these has like a little twist. Like this one has crushing. So, you know, some missions, some monsters in this mission will try a crushing attack. Rawr, things like that. And it's so funny because, like I said, we're on Treebeard, and so, well, we're like level 50. And these are War of the Three Peaks level stuff. So this is higher level stuff. But missions scale to your level, which is really cool. But yeah, so we keep getting the thing that tells us we're in a restricted area and that's going to kick us out. So it's pretty funny. It doesn't. It's not like if you travel to, say, Karis Galadin with your high elf thing, or any place with like the dwarf thing, where it just pops you back to your starter area. It's kind of funny. It doesn't actually send us out this time. So this is our last stream for me for 2021. So the next time we will be together, it will be 2022. Yay! Now the next time, so next week, we have, the festival will be over. So the festival ends in like 4 days. January 3rd is the last full day of the Yule Festival. So get on that if you haven't already, or finish up if you have started it. If you're running out of days, that's what I'm trying to say. And then, let's see. So Yule Festival is going to be over. We haven't got the new schedule yet for the new year, so we don't know exactly when the festivals will be happening in 2022. We also don't know exactly which weekends they'll be doing Hobnanigans. Now, for the second half of 21, I noticed that SSG was doing, it was like Hobnanigans weekend was the first weekend of even numbered months. So December and October and so forth. So I don't know if they'll do the same schedule, but if they do, that means we wouldn't get a Hobnanigans until February. So like the first weekend of February, which could be, it's possible. We also might, well, let's see, I don't think there's anything in January. So what I did is on my character, and I stole this idea from somebody else, I thought it was a brilliant idea, is under your character you have a biography. And so I don't have a RP biography per se. What I have is schedule. So I went ahead and put like the festival schedule under my bio. So we know that Moria arrives January 5th here, and then Spring Festival will be sometime in March normally. So I went ahead and just, kind of pinned them in terms of when they will generally be. And then once we get the specific dates, then I can update that. So like we know anniversary event will be in April, Midsummer will be in June, and so on. So yeah, Yuletide Festival is on right now, and that ends the 4th of January at 3 a.m. Yeah, and then we're gonna start on with Moria right away. So I don't know that we have anything else that we're festival-wise or, any other silly social things that we'll be doing in January. So what's most likely what we'll do, oh, there's another one, Glutton in the Larder. Okay, sure. Let me jump in there with you. Oh, it'll complete 2 wrappers for us. So with the missions, they have a lot of different wrappers. There'll be like a weekly mission wrapper where do 15, and then there'll be like a longer wrapper, which is like do 45. And they overlap. So the 15 you do counts towards the 45 and so on. So that's really, really quite handy. So I think we're about to finish a 45 wrapper. So that ain't bad. I feel like we've been in here before. This place seems familiar. Wow, oh, you're gathering, aren't you? All right, I'll follow-ish. That sounds like you're hitting things now. I'll work on hitting things for a minute. Hey, we have 3 raiders from Grill SGT have come by. Welcome, raiders. We are playing some Lord of the Rings Online over here. We're on the Treebeard server, but we are doing some missions right now because we started because I wanted to do a mission for the festival, for Yule Festival, and then we've kept on doing missions because we do have an interest in completing all the ones we haven't done before and getting that mega deed for completing all 80 of them. So that's kind of what we're doing. Affodil is doing a fantastic job of running me through while I run my mouth. It's great. I'm gonna guess he's a beast, yeah. All right, oh, I appear to be in combat. Okay. Never mind, cool. Oof. That was a blast. That blast got me good. We were just about to search for this guy and we found him. And use a little heart seeker on him. It wasn't a special heart seeker though. A lot of times I'll do the thing where I go invisible and then get all my boosts up with my hunter. So, yay, a dwarf scout has arrived to escort you back to the war front. And again, we can look here and look. There's our stable master icon. So that's the stable. That's the dwarf we're looking for. And again, remember to pick up your reward box if you're running as a duo, because that's where your reward tokens are going to be instead of it just automatically. Because it does like a random, and you don't necessarily get the same thing. So like one of you might get 1, the other might get 2, you both might get 3. It's just a random number generator on that one. It seems like. Hey, Alizma, I went into the mission. Yay! Cool. I have 2 quest actions available. So on a continuing mission weekly, I finished that. It's going to give me some embers, a Virtue XP bottle, some runes, and what did we decide before that we liked? The bonus legendary item?
If you like the XP, you can prepare for Moria, get the legendary item.
I'm gonna take the legendary item one as a preparation for Moria, because we're gonna get legendary items when we go into Moria, and there's that new legendary item. So I finished 2 of these wrappers, so that's kind of cool. There's a new legendary item system that we don't have yet here on Treebeard because we don't have legendary items yet. We will very, very soon, next week. But in the meantime, yeah, we don't have them yet. So we've just been kind of stashing all that stuff in our chests and whatnot. Okay, so so that finished 2 wrappers. Awesome. It was called On a Mission Weekly, but I think that was the 45, wasn't it? Yeah, the 245s. That's so funny. And one gives you motes of enchantment, and the other one gives you embers of enchantment. That's kind of funny. They come from different sources, I think. But they both count, so that's all that matters. Okay, so we have half an hour left. Oh yeah, we could go do bingo. We haven't done bingo yet recently. We're gonna do that. So Bingo Boffin. No one is level cap version. One is level cap version and one is pre-level cap. Oh, thanks, Agathor. Wait, where are you going, sweetie? Gwingris. Okay. We set milestones. Milestones were on sale, like 20% off. And so we just like bought all of them. That's Ekadunin. That's Eregion. There's Gwingris. So embers for level cap. Okay. So I've spent so little time at level cap on any server, Agathor. So that is just like, it's like a whole different, like, what do I do with this stuff? Yeah. So that I'm hoping that as we continue going through with Treebeard and we are progressing with the story that, we're able to keep it level and kind of see what that's like, as we go. All right, so we have been doing the Bingo Boffin quest line, and this is cute little storyline that starts back in the Shire with a hobbit called Bingo Boffin, and he follows a lot of the storyline that is similar to Bilbo Baggins going off on his adventures. So at this point, though, what has happened is Bingo fell down a hole and got lost somewhere where there might be goblins, and so we were looking at Goblin Town. But as it turns out, he's probably gone a little further than that. And so we dropped some food and water on him in case that would help him. And but there's this dwarf here who feels really bad about things, and he's helping us out. So we're going to talk to him. And he gives us a quest called Dour Faces. Now, when Bingo Boffin originally came out on the servers, it was a week-by-week installment of this storyline. So we are a couple of weeks behind now because we got so caught up in Festival, and we wanted to do this on stream with y'all. So, okay, so also to catch you up, there is a Lynx that is following Bingo, or is traveling with Bingo. Really, they're kind of like traveling companions that we've picked up along the way. And Bingo named him Will and Whisker. And when Bingo fell down the hole, Will and Whisker has been trying to look for him. He's been a little mad at this dwarf Spalvi, so there's a little bit of tension there between them. Yeah. Yes, Bingo officially got to Moria before the rest of Treebeard. Spoilers! Yeah, Bingo ended up in Moria. So, okay, so Spalvi says, can I ask you something? Have you seen Will and Whisker anywhere? I know that he does not trust me very much, but I think in a pinch he might be useful to have around, and I would feel better if his teeth and his claws were close at hand just in case. He looks around nervously. Do you remember the path we used to enter Eregion from the Trollshaws? Do you think that you could walk back to that path and see if Willem is there, or if anything suspicious is afoot? Leave Gwingris to the southeast and the road will turn north. Do not go too far. I would appreciate having your eyes on that path. That is all. Okay, so we're gonna go take a look. So we are here in Eregion, and we came down this road up at the top by that river. So we're gonna go and take a look over there and see if something's going on. So, Agatha, what do you do with those embers and those things? I know what to do with Figments of Splendor. I go and spend those with the Curator or with, like, Myrtle Mint and those folks. I go and I spend those and I get housing items or cosmetic pets or mounts. So I know what to do with Figments of Splendor. I figured that part out. Yeah, unfortunately my stream is really jerky today. I'm so sorry. I assume it is my computer. My poor computer that I've asked to do so much today. Yeah. So on live servers, you use it to get adventurer's gear. So like, do you like get a barterer or somebody, or because it's not a crafted thing, right? I'm guessing you have to like go to somebody. Oh, hey, we have drama. We have an axe embedded in a tree by the side of the road. Look at that, a threatening axe. I'm gonna go take a closer look. You pull the axe from the tree and ponder its meaning. You ponder. Okay, so yes, an Embers barterer. And I assume we probably don't have an Embers barterer then on Treebeard yet. Okay, well, then that's a good thing to know. I wonder when we get Ember barter people. When did it come? When did they show up on live servers? I'm curious. Like, was that a level 90 thing, or when did that start happening? Because then that would kind of give us an idea of when we probably would see that on Treebeard as well, would be my guess. Because I think they're, you know, they'll be following the kind of the similar path on, yeah, like with skirmishes. Skirmishes we don't have on Treebeard yet, so we'll be getting skirmishes. We're expecting we'll be getting those when Moria comes out next week, for example. And, which is kind of fun. I miss doing skirmishes, actually. I like doing skirmishes. Oh, where will you think 120? You're just starting to see Ember stuff on Anor. Okay, so we've got a little while to save those up. All right, so Spalvi says, did you find anything out of the ordinary? You show him the axe that you took from the tree and the color drains from his face. Aye, this is what I had feared. This is a dour hand axe, and more, it is a message. As we journeyed, I suspected we were being tracked, and now it seems I was right. A band of my people pursues us, and this threatening axe was left to cow us. Well, it will not work. We must still search for Bingo, but we must remain alert, for we could be attacked at any time. Let us travel southeast to the Holland Ridge. From its height, we will have a good view of the surrounds and see any dour hands hoping to fall upon us. Okay, so Spalvi's going to go and travel to the Holland Ridge. So we're going to go over that way and catch up with him there. So, oh, hey, the Holland Ridge, that sounds like a great place for a race, says Affodil. The reason is because if you go up on the Holland Ridge, is it just one point or a series of points? Maybe just, you have to get to a certain point on the Holland Ridge, and you complete a deed and gives you the title Ridge Racer. So it's kind of funny. Thank you for putting in there. So I have a Yule guide video list. It's two videos so far. Yeah, I'll probably put more later. But one is of when you first arrive at the Yule Festival, kind of just giving you an overview of where to find people and who you need to interact with at the festival. And then the second video is it takes you step by step through who you need to talk to open up all the other quests of the festival. It's kind of that introduction quest. So put those two videos together, actually last year. So we've got those up on a playlist over on the YouTube, so feel free to check that out. Right, we do have some video footage for the feast on how to do that feasting at the tables. So we, at some point, we'll put that together and get that posted also. So that will be out there. And then we also did footage for the traveling, for doing the In-League and Ale Association quests, the delivery quests. So at some point, we'll try and get that posted also. Now that's not specific to the Yule Festival, you can do that at any of the festivals that have that open, which is most of them. Oh, I saw a ring. Look up. Okay, so there we go. So if we get to the top, if you get to that bauble up at the top there, the gazebo. If you get to that gazebo at the top there, you earn the title Ridge Racer. And I think so. What somebody will do is they'll put a captain up there, and then they'll just like advertise in World Chat, hey, I can draw you up here if you want, and it's really nice. So you can get the title that way. That's how we got it. Actually, we haven't been here until just now.
You should look as well.
All right, he says, I do not see any of thy people approaching. Perhaps you should look as well. Dowerhand raiding parties are not known for their stealth, but I do not want any of them to get the jump on us. Once you are certain we are not being followed, speak to me and we can travel to the Redhorn Pass to look for a cave entrance that might bring us closer to finding Bingo. Okay, so we gotta look in the distance. You peer into the distance but see no sign of the pursuing Dowerhands. Yeah, right? See signs of iron. He says, you did not see anyone. I do not know if that makes me feel better or worse. Well, there's nothing for it. We will continue the plan to climb the Redhorn Pass and search for cave entrances that might bring us closer to Bingo. Oh, we're on a travel now. I see. Zoom. Oh, look at us. We're on the Redhorn Pass. So we are... Let's see, will it show me on the map? We are way over here on the right side there, where it's nice and cold. So I'm gonna put the map away. All right, I should probably talk to Spalvi. Uh-oh, my computer really got slow for a minute there. I think this might be the last thing we do, and then we'll go ahead and call it. All right, so he says, the higher we climb, the more difficult this gets. Try to keep your eyes peeled for cave entrances. I believe we might find a way into the mountain in order to search for Bingo, but if this keeps up, we will simply need to find a cave in order to survive. So again, it's following a little bit of the Hobbit line of them, trying to go over the mountain and getting stuck in this, very intense storm. And will they survive or not? Uh-oh, where am I going? Oh, okay. I'm like, all of a sudden I'm by the edge. I think that's a bad idea. So, one thing that some of you know about me is that I really enjoy LOTRO housing. I think the housing stuff in LOTRO is a lot of fun, and it's something that I kind of have delved into a lot in the 3 years that I've been playing so far. So festivals and housing seem to be my thing. So I participated in Extra Life, raising money for Children's Hospital in the U.S. I raised money for Boston Children's Hospital, and I had set a goal, a secondary goal of 500 was set, and I said, hey, if we get to 500 raised under, in my name for Boston Children's Hospital, then I will do a 3-hour stream about LOTRO housing. So we met that goal. So I am going to do that, and it will be on Sunday, January 9th. I'll be doing that. It'll be probably starting like my normal-ish time, so 1 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. my time in the Netherlands. And we'll just go for 3 hours. I'm going to talk about basic housing, and then I'll talk about premium housing, and I'll talk about each of the premium housing in the order that they came out, probably. And we'll just talk about a whole bunch of stuff having to do with premium housing. So we'll have with housing in general, with LOTRO housing and housing, decorations and all sorts of different things. So we're gonna have a good time with that. So put that on your calendar. I will make sure I have all my other windows closed, not have other stuff open, so we don't have any performance issues on my side on that day for sure. Yeah, and then I'll put a tweet out about it as well. So you can always follow on my Twitter. And actually, I tweet when I'm going live on the day of it. And Affadil also, before, tweets using my account on the days when he goes live, also with his plug-in along stream. So you can always follow the Twitter to capture on both of us. Yes. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Tune in Sunday, January 9th for a 3-hour LOTRO housing stream. And it'll be, yeah, that's true. I'll do it on my channel, and then I'll just co-host it over to this channel. So you should be able to catch it either place. 7 our time. Yeah, that's the current plan. It just depends on if it's possible that Agent Brinkman is also streaming that day, doing one of her cooking streams. And so I just want to make sure I coordinate with her for timing if that is one of her Sundays. I'm not sure if it is or not, so just need to confirm that. Okay, so we found Spalvi. We made it to the top with him. And he says, no caves. Oh dear. He says, I think we may have no choice after all. This unnatural storm is too intense, and we cannot stay here to conduct a longer search. If we must enter the mountain, we will have to follow the Iron Garrison, which let's go under. I did not really wish to, but it seems it will be the only way. We may have to go back down the mountain and collect our thoughts before we can collect our hobbit. But we must remain alert for any new threats. We hear voices on the wind once more. Dum dum dum. Did you hear that? He says. Voices. We hear voices. Aha! Spalvi, you did not think you could escape us, did you? Dum dum dum. He says, return it to us and perhaps we will only kill your friend. Return it to us? He says, I freed the Hobbit, but he is no longer with us. I don't think that's what Thorvag is talking about. I think he's talking about something else. And Spalvi says, I cannot return him to you. He says, do you think I'm a fool? I do not speak of the Hobbit. You stole Skorgrim's star when you fled, and I will have it back. A pox upon this mountain. Uh-oh. The cursed mountain has slain my warriors, but it does not matter. Wow, the mountain came and took out 2 of his. He says, I will kill you myself and take Skorgrim's star from your corpse. Well, this doesn't sound good. Spalvi says, it looks as if we will have to fight. Thorvag is not going to stand down, and we cannot fight his warriors and the storm both. I hope you are ready. He is no slouch with that axe of his. Ready? Okay. I will continue quest. You are no dour hand. You will die in disgrace, he says. Oh, there's a Will and Whisker. Yeah! Excellent. Thorvag will trouble me no more, and I have you to thank for it. Not just you, I suppose, but Will and Whisker as well. Now let us descend this mountain. We must take the only path that remains before us. I do not want to freeze solid up here, and I feel certain it is very near to happening. You know I'm a hunter, buddy. I could just, take us somewhere, but sure. He says, well, what are you waiting for? Let us get down from this frigid mountainside before it proves the end of us. Well, that's true. He's like a hunter. He travels us directly down. So there's a adventurous quartermaster, and Anak Corfu on Treebeard. Yeah, but all of his gear is minimum 131. Okay, that makes sense. I had seen that person there, but I didn't know what to do with them. Now it makes sense why they're there. Yeah. Okay, so here's Spalvi, and he says, thank you for your help and for Willem's. Thorvag and the rest of them did not know with whom they tangled, and once they knew it was too late for them. It is both foolish and typical. Can you believe they thought I stole the Rothstone when I escaped with Bingo? What need do I have for a Storgrim star? He smirks at you for a time and then opens his pack. From within, he carefully withdraws a golden necklace with a large red stone in the center. I have no loyalty to the dour hands any longer, and I have no need for this treasure. Why not give it to young Theodore Gorse? He has been seeking treasure since he arrived, and now at last he can possess one. So we're gonna give the treasure over here.
You're giving me this shiny necklace?
He says, huh, what is this? You're giving me the shiny necklace? He squints at it appraisingly. This is a test, isn't it? Haley's trying to trick me. She's been going on and on about what defines the meaning of treasure and what does not, and this must be another lesson. It is a good fake, I will give you that. But Theodore Gorse has become an astute treasure seeker that he will not fall for this clever ruse. Take your elaborate mockery from my sight. I would advise you to cast it into a ditch. That is how confident I am that this beautiful shining necklace is a convincing fake. He's so bad. He has no clue what to do, does he? So we have collected the Rothstone. So we take it over to Haley Meadowsweet. And she says, "Oh my, where did you find this? I am dazzled by such a display of dwarf craft and by the evidence of such precious metals. You tell Haley that it is a gift from Spalvi and she's welcome to have it, for Theodore did not want anything to do with it, thinking it a fake." "He what? Ah, I see." She pockets the Rothstone and smiles. "Thank you for the gift and for the opportunity to teach Theodore another valuable lesson about valuables." All right, so we continue our quest, and we get to go tell Spalvi about it and say, hey.
I feel as if a great
He says, "Well, my
weight
friend,
has
I
been
must say to you
lifted
that I
from
feel
you."
as if a great weight has been lifted. No, I do not speak of the Rothstone. It was gold and ruby, and its weight was purely material. That is not always the case with dwarf-made articles, Rosenbloom. The weight of which I speak is the weight of my name. I know now what I did not know before. I am no longer a dour hand. That name and that life is now behind me." So next week, we'll have a cute little challenge quest, and it's called A Change of Name. And what he does is he sends us out to talk to different people to get ideas for what new name he should pick. Excuse me. And then he picks his own name in the end, so it's cute. So let's see. Should we be Seeker of Treasure or Giver of Treasure? I mean, we're both, but I'll be a Seeker. I think I'll be a Seeker of Treasure. It's too bad you can't come back and get the other title
I am
anyway.
no longer a dour hand.
Okay, so the next week has appeared. We're there next week, but I think we're actually going to call the stream at this point. We'll either keep doing this without you, or we'll wait and do it next week on stream. We'll see. We'll talk off stream, decide what we're going to do. So, okay, so festival is finishing up, so make sure you go off and do festival. Let's see, the streamers, I think, is it schedule? That is all of the streamers that stream here on the on this Twitch channel. So feel free to follow that and take a look. And it has a social media link for each one of us. So if you're like, hey, I want to know when so and so streams, you should be able to find a social media link for that person and follow them around. Let's see if there were any other questions. Let me know, but I think we've been pretty on top of the questions today. So, yeah. Well, good luck to everybody on festival. Have a fantastic end of your year. I know we are reaching the end of 2021 and heading into 2022. So a lot of twos. So that's exciting. The turn of a new year. So have a good turning of the calendar, everybody. And make sure you pick up those double bonus LOTRO points if that's something that you've been waiting for, because that is on right now. And I think that just about covers it. Exciting for Moria. Very excited for Moria. That's coming in next week for us here on Treebeard. So we might show a little bit of Moria on Treebeard. We might do some more of the Bingo Boffin questline on Treebeard next week. You just have to come back and see. We'll have to find out. All right, everybody, that's right. Let the celebrations for 202 on 2222222022 begin. Start that countdown right away on the twos. All right, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day, rest of your year, and beginning of your next year. And wherever you go and whatever you do, try to stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.